What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we're going to be talking about this week's Imps adventure because it is very important. So, of course, make sure this week especially you're getting all your shelter mission taken care of. Make sure you have 4,500 gems for all 30 of these. You want to make sure you have every chance to get up to 200 stars. 200 stars is going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 of these cloud weaving lanterns. Now, why is that important? Well, because you're also getting 5 daily just for logging in for a grand total of 60 if you get to 200. And of course, in this brand new event, when you get to 60, you're going to get a completely free pay-to-win artifact, Augustus Magic Ball. Still one of the best artifacts out there for defensive uses. Very flexible. It's got good offensive stats on it. Block is always decent. The speed is amazing as well because speed is king when it comes to PvP. Yeah, everything else on this side don't really care about. Now, the other thing is you are going to get some other bonus rewards. One of them being a 5% chance to get the golden lanterns. These gold embedded lanterns are huge because if you can somehow manage to snag 10 of them, you get a pay-to-win artifact chest that even includes Snowheart. Like 10? That's not very many. Now the chance is low. The chance is extremely low, but there's nothing saying you couldn't get 10 out of 60 of these cloud weaving. It's a very low chance. You would literally need what? In order to get 10 of them every 6 you'd use. Yeah, that's a pretty low chance of it happening, but I'm sure somebody out there is going to get it. And I know a lot of you guys have been asking me how I figure out my percentages because technically, starting from scratch, you have around an 80% chance to get 200 stars or more. I believe the way it actually breaks down is to get to the 200 star mark, it's about a 47.5% chance. And then there's also a chance to get to 230 as like a, was it like probably like a 32-ish% chance that you'll get up to here. And then there's like a bit under 1% chance you'll get to the other two, but there is a chance. You can always, there is a way to get to 300 stars free to play with 78 dice. It's just very rare. Now, it feels like we always end in the 170 to 190 range, so it's kind of hard to believe that it's actually an 80% chance to get here. So one thing I want to share with you guys is the simulator calculator that we always go to and talk about. A lot of you guys in past videos have been wondering what I'm even talking about, so I want to go over it, run through it, and show you guys how it works, and also show you the basis on what we use our statistics for. So this event, though, very good. Even if for some reason you don't get 10 of these, even if you get maybe 5, you get a 5-star hero selection chest, which has everybody up to glory in it. The other thing is, there's some pretty good rewards from the gold lantern too. Of course, there is a 10% chance to get any one of these skins. So there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I mean, each one has like a point. Actually a very low percent chance, but there's a 10% chance to get one of these. All of these are split into that 10%. After that, you have a 30% chance to get elite shards, 15 to get light or dark, 15% chance to get a regular artifact, and then 10% chance to get one of the newer heroes. And most everybody here is useful, minus like a couple of them. Just a few. Most of them are still very relevant heroes. Then lastly, there's a 5% chance to get exclusive orange artifacts. A couple of them are pretty good, like Orb of Annihilation. Most of them are just going to be used for Ormus Workshop, though. So yeah, you're getting good loot just by, doing these. There's 5 million gold. There's a Prophet Orb. There's a lot of good things you can get just from doing them. And you can technically high roll on the right side. So let's jump over next to the Imps Adventure Calculator so you know what I'm actually talking about when we talk about all these statistics. All right, so first things first, I'm going to put the link in the description. If for some reason it's not there, you can see the link at the top here. If you literally just Google Imps Adventure Simulator, it will be the top one there. And yeah, this is going to be essentially the strategy here. There's going to be a certain tips that it tells you as well. If you haven't seen our video on tips, there's some good ones here. You know, when to use your lucky dice, when not to, expected value calculation. There's a lot of cool stuff in the overview, but this is mainly the main part of the calculator. Now, I should probably move my face a little bit. No, this works. This works just like this. So this is where you put all your data in. You're going to be putting in how many dice you're starting with or how many you have left over. If you have a lucky dice or two, how many starting stars. So this one here is if you're starting after the beginning, and then you're going to put what your start mushrooms hut levels are, your starting position. But if you just want to see the base statistics, what are your statistics with all 78 free dice coming from shelter, daily logins, and gem purchases? This is where we get our information on what is happening, and it's pretty much the same every single time. It runs 100,000 simulations with the data that you input into this calculator, simulator, whatever you want to call it. And this is what it looks like. So even though it feels like we don't get to 200 very often, there's actually only like a 17% chance, or more 18% chance for that to happen. You have a 47.5% chance to get to the 200 to 229 range. There's a 30.25 chance to get to the 230 to 269. There's actually a 4.1% chance to get over that. And if you really are lucky, as we've seen on Reddit sometimes, there's a 0.031% chance to get to 300. So this is where you can run this 100 times over. You're going to get pretty close to the same statistics every single time. But you guys typically see me do this when we're in the middle of a run. We're going towards one of the last days of the event. We're like, well, we've already used a lot of our dice. We know we're going to have like 14 dice left. And this is where the calculator really helps you think if it's worth buying them for gems, because as you know, you shouldn't just buy all 30 dice at the same time, especially as free to play. You should slowly purchase them and get them as you need them. And this is where this calculator really helps you save your gems, because there's no point buying all of them if you're not going to get to the checkpoint you want to. So in this type of situation, you'd be like, all right, I have 14 dice left. I am at 170. I have one lucky dice and I have my huts all at level 3. No tarot cards, but we are at the Starry Mushroom Hut 2. So this is like your current spot where you're at. You have, say, 14. You know, let's make it lower. Let's say you got like 2 days left. So you got 8 dice left and you're trying to figure out. Actually, you know, let's do something like this. Let's do like 15. Let's do 12. Just say you can purchase 4 more dice, and of course you're going to have 2 more days of dice as well. This is something that you can run a simulator, and it's going to tell you what your chances are of getting to that next tier. Right here, you have an extremely good chance, so you're probably going to want to buy them all. But you could be in a weird situation where you're slowly buying more and more dice, and you're not just buying all 30 out in one big grab and go. You're instead at, say, maybe 160, and you're like, well, guess what? I can purchase 8 more dice. I have everything really good. I'm way back over here. Will I get there? And this is where the statistic in this situation is really, really helpful, because it's very close. I know it looks like you're not going to, but then you can gauge whether you think spending that extra amount of gems is going to be worth it. It's not cheap. It's definitely expensive to buy these things. It's 150 gems each. So this would be throwing away over 1,000 gems, and you got to figure out, is it worth a 30% chance, a 31% chance to try to get that 5-star, or is it better to save those 1,000 gems? And that is where this calculator comes in amazing, amazing, amazing help. So what do you guys think? Let me know if you've been on that simulator before, or let me know what your experiences are with it. It's a very useful tool, especially for free-to-play players trying not to waste their gems. Like I said, don't just buy all 30 the first day of the event. You want to do this on Wednesday or Thursday, right before the event is going to end, and then slowly buy them and keep running simulations so you can figure out, is it worth spending the gems, or do I save it for, say, Sky Labyrinth? So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys next time.